just found my channel, welcome. And if you're returning to my channel, welcome back. Thank you so much for supporting me here on Lushawn's Lifestyle. I truly do appreciate it. So today's video is my paycheck number 1, and this will cover my bills and expenses from October 1st until the 14th. So if you're interested in what my paycheck will be paying and how I will be allocating these funds, then continue watching. Currently, I am utilizing, excuse me, the Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner. If you are new to my channel, I do want to thank all of the new subscribers that have been, supporting me here on the channel, and of course, always thank my A1s since day one. Thank you all so much for consistently coming back. And if you're just a viewer, please consider subscribing to my channel. Also click the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. Like, share with your family and friends, and definitely comment down below. I do engage and try to answer almost pretty much every question if I can. So let's go ahead and get into paycheck number 1. And as you can see, I already started doing a little decor. I'm utilizing for this month also, and for next month I'll be utilizing Unique Lushawn's budget kit, and I have her link down below in the description box if you're interested in her budget kits. She's very reasonably priced and she has some really nice stuff, so check out her Etsy shop. Also link below for those of you who are maybe interested in YouTube, starting YouTube, or you have a YouTube and you want to do a little bit more. I also have a link down below for Fiverr, and it is a marketplace that will, with designers that will help you with your web design or your channel art, for YouTube, or your intro, and they're very, very reasonably priced. So that's also linked down in the description box. So check out that box. There's plenty of things down there that you might be interested in. Okay, so paycheck number 1. Of course, my main income, my income first will be from my main job, of course, and that I will be getting on 9/30. However, it pays my bills from starting on October 1st. Y'all know the gist. I am expecting $2,980.85. And then you all know, well, for the newbies, let me bring y'all in. I realize I have to go down there so you can see. I always put in miscellaneous just in case something comes in unexpected. You never know, so I'm always open to that, manifesting some money in. So we're gonna put miscellaneous, even though we're we're just keeping it open in the event something happens. Okay, so we're gonna budget off of though the $2,980.85. So first and foremost, I budget out my fixed bills and expenses, and these are the bills and expenses that pretty much, for the most part, do not change. They are pretty consistent each month. And so it's bills and expenses when they are due, and the budgeted, what I'm budgeting for, which again, like I said, these pretty much don't change unless, I don't know what would change in them. I don't know. These don't change. The only one that would change would be, you'll see, is my total in the event I change it. If I change it, then yeah, but other than that, it's the same. But we're gonna go ahead and put actual because you want to be prepared for any eventuality. And then of course your variance. So let's go ahead and just put a little line here for demarcation. And we'll go ahead to getting these numbers in here. All right, so first and foremost, I have my mortgage, and I received a question from a subscriber, and they stated that they thought my mortgage was high, and I guess I stopped explaining because I used to put in parentheses that my mortgage is not just principal interest, but it's my property tax, it's my homeowner's insurance, all included in that payment. So yeah, it's not just the mortgage. So that, and I transferred part of it to my Riding the Pine account, which is a Capital One savings that I just let that sit until it's time to pay the bill. So I just transfer that money over, and for this paycheck I'm transferring $1,674. And next I have my gym. Been loving the gym, particularly the Zumba. My Zumba is just super fun, and I love my instructors. And the gym is due on the 1st as well, and that is $23.42. Next is life insurance one, and that insurance is my mom's. I paid for my mother's life insurance. That is due on the 2nd, and that is for $51. Next is life insurance 2, and this is like, oopsie, this is a combination of premiums. I just have them all combined, and that's number 2. And these are different companies, so that's why they're separated. And this is done on due on the 2nd as well, and this is $103.89. Next is tolls, and I pay that on the 3rd of every month, and it comes out of Paycheck One, of course, and that is $70. And that is the fixed bills and expenses for this paycheck. So my totals, I'm just gonna do a quick little line here, and that totals to $1,922.31. Next is my debt minimums, and these are the either credit cards or personal loans that I pay out of this paycheck. And this does not include my debt snowball. So it's the due date, what I'm budgeting, or what I've been told is the minimum payment for the month by the creditor. So that's a plus and a minus for the variance, and we'll do a little quick line here to separate this a little bit. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get these numbers in. All right, so my first one that is due is a student loan, and it's Mahila. This is my son's student loan that I am paying, that I said I would. It is due on the 4th, and the minimum amount due is $130. Next is Amex Gold, and that is due on the 4th, and the minimum for this month is $172.98, which is really weird because normally it's rounded, so I don't know why they have it like that. Next is Capital One, and that is due on the 4th as well. And this one, minimum payment went down to $88, but this is my debt snowball creditor that I'm paying off now, so maybe because the balance is starting to drop a lot more, that's why they dropped that. And then last is Synchrony, which is my rooms to go, and that is due on the 10th, and the minimum amount is $56 even. So let's see what the totals look like for my debt minimums for paycheck number 1. Okay, so these total $446.98 for my debt minimums. So next, then I have my variable expenses or cash expenses. You know, it depends. You know, people call them by different titles. It's whatever works for you. And I decided not to do like budgeted actual, because they are what they are. But I will just give it a little line, just so there's a little bit of separation there. And these are my cash envelopes, which I've been seriously thinking probably at the beginning of the year I may start tracking what I spend out of my cash envelopes. It's been you know, kind of evolution with my cash envelopes, because I started out just using them, and I really wasn't like I wasn't disciplined to not use money out of the other envelopes. I would just intersperse, which doesn't make sense. You might as well just have one big cash envelope. But slowly I've been learning to use it specifically for what it's for. But I think if I start tracking it, I'll be even more disciplined not to spend. I don't know, that's probably weird thinking, but yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about my cash envelopes for the new year. And then I have my sinking funds. And I didn't put in what I'm taking out for. So my cash envelopes, I'm taking out for this paycheck $260. And for my sinking funds, I'm taking out $140. And then I have my debt snowball amount that I will be putting to Capital One. And I'm only doing half. I do half and half per check. So for this paycheck, it's $100. So that is my debt snowball. I mean my variable expenses. So we're gonna go ahead and just put a line here. And those come out to $500. So that leaves me remaining with a balance of $111.56. So what I will be doing with this money is I'm going to take 50 out. That automatically goes to my savings, my regular savings. Next, I'm going to take out 20, and that is for my small business account, just for the incidentals that happen on that until it's able to sustain itself. Next, I'm going to take out $20, and that's for my savings challenge. I'm just going to put it Save C, just my own little abbreviation there. And then I'm going to take out $19, and this is for an annual fee on a card that I said I was going to cash front previously. And if you haven't watched, I'll link in the cards below my video regarding my taking a look at all of my annual fees and memberships, store memberships, things of that nature, and how I'm going to handle those. So this will pay the one that is due for October, and then that leaves me with $2.56, and that goes to my do what I want account. I'll just transfer that over. That's all I have. So that comes out to a 0. That leaves me with a 0 base budget. So that's that. I've told all of my money what it needs to do for this paycheck. So that is what it means by being 0 based. It doesn't mean you don't have any money. It just means you put your money in all the places that it needs to go, even if it's, you know, a couple of bucks in your pocket, but you know what you're doing with all of your money. So I'm gonna go out a little bit so you can see. Now also this little area here, I took one of the budget checkoffs from out of the Happy Planner, one of the Happy Planner budget extension packs, and I just cut off the ends to make this my no spend tracker. So I put this here because it's just easier to check it off and be more mindful of if I spent the money in the day or not. So my goal is 5 no spend days per pay period. So I use that as my check off. So yeah, so that is what paycheck number 1 is looking like and how I will be allocating those funds. And if you've lasted this long in the video, you already know you're a lifestyler. And until my next video, hugs and love. Bye.